What's up? Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses, and this video is about 13 ways to protect yourself while you're sleeping. Now, I'm live streaming not only on Facebook, but on YouTube. Not only on YouTube, but on Facebook. So I might not be, you know what I'm talking about. So this video is very important because a lot of people don't understand the importance of good sleep hygiene. And if you don't know what sleep hygiene is, Google, look it up. All right. So the thing about it is, you are most vulnerable. Number one, when you are in negative energy, when you're feeling very low vibe, and number two, when you're sleeping. All right. So I'm gonna give you 13 ways to protect yourself as a spiritualist while you're sleeping. Now, the first way, the easiest way and a very deep way to protect yourself while you're sleeping is to take a cup of water, preferably a glass cup of water, and put it where you're sleeping, at the head of where you're sleeping. It can be on the floor, or it could be on a nightstand or anything like that. All right. Fill the cup up with water, and then what you do is you pour it out in the toilet. All right. So what this is going to do is it's going to take the negativity that you interact with in your sleep, and it's going to put it in that water, because we all know what water does. Okay. Flushing it down the toilet is not only energetically the best way to dispose of this water, but it is scientifically the best way, because if you pour it in your sink, there's still going to be water in the sink. If you pour it in your tub, it's still going to be water all in it. So symbolically, metaphorically, energetically, and scientifically, this is the best way to dispose of this water. Now, I had someone who did not follow my instructions to the T, and she asked it. Well, she didn't. It was on purpose, but she didn't listen to the whole step. She drank the water, and her dreams got worse. Okay, and she never told me she was doing this for weeks. And then after she started flushing the water down the toilets, things got better. Now, I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. If you have any rituals that are around your toilet, I have a like okay, there's one ritual where you fill up a jar with popcorn seeds and popcorn kernels, excuse me, and do some other stuff, and you put it behind your toilet for abundance, because when you use the restroom, it will fertilize that spell and do that. I wouldn't advise you do that unless you are really good at shielding, because it will affect that ritual if you don't know what you're doing. All right. Okay. Side note. All right. So number two, stones. Easy. Second easiest way. All right. Oh, let's go back to that first part. If you want to program the water to absorb specific types of negative energies, such as devils, such as anything that you want, I would definitely advise that. If you want to do that, go ahead and do that, but it's not necessary. Okay, now, second, stones. Most common way to protect yourself during sleep. What stones should you use, Aaron Moses? You should use amethyst, anything black. You can use tiger's eye, clear quartz. You can, you can, but you have to program it with a lot of intention, a lot of willpower. All right. You can use rose quartz. You can use lapis. You can use a lot of stones. Technically, you can use any stone if you have enough knowledge and know-how, and you understand what they do. You can use any stone. But just with no knowledge, just with total ignorance, you can use amethyst, clear quartz. You can use any black stone and tiger's eye, just and rose quartz for the beginners, right? So what you do is, of course, you just put them under your mattress, put them under your pillow. But the thing about certain stones, such as rose quartz, amethyst, especially amethyst, and clear quartz, especially clear quartz, you have to cleanse them every day. Some of them maybe 2 days, depending on the size. But the thing about amethyst and clear quartz is they absorb negative energy a lot. Okay, just like that water. Okay. So you have to cleanse them and program them every day. So one way that I would do this is you take another cup of water, not that same cup, a separate glass cup of water, okay? And then you put the stone in the water, set it in the window where it gets direct sunshine, exactly. Open the window, and to go even a step further, you can write your affirmation that you use to program the stone on a piece of paper and put it under the glass cup of water. Okay, so you write your affirmation: when I sleep, I feel peace. I have positive dreams. Whatever you want to, whatever you want. Okay, but another side note: you have to program the stone specifically for sleeping. Okay, so you have to use during my slumber, while I sleep, while I write, whatever it is. Okay, and you put the paper down, bun down, then patty. Of course, I had to throw a SpongeBob reference in there. Anyways, all right. So piece of paper with the affirmation, right side up, the letters up towards the heavens. Then the cup of water. Then place the stone in. Why is the water so important? Why do you ask? All right, because when the sun hits the water, it's going to amplify certain rays that are vital to cleansing the stone. All right. And you do have to know how to mix the stones. You can't just put a handful of stones in some water. You have to know how these energies interact with each other. Cleanse it like that. It will charge the water. It will put that affirmation in the water. Boom. But you do have to put your energy into it, and you do have to program it. Put it back on your pillow. Boom. If you don't do this, listen, I'm going to tell you why. If you don't do this, if you don't if you don't cleanse your stones every day, it's going to give you nightmares. It's going to make it worse. Amethyst, clear quartz, it will do that. Rose quartz hasn't done that for me yet. Amethyst, clear quartz definitely will do that. Okay. Nextly, what do we got? What do we got? Affirmations. Affirm that you're gonna have positive vibes, positive dreams, amazing astral projections, what have you. Affirmations, programming yourself for sleep. All right. Nextly, of course, this goes into shielding. Make sure that you use that purple color, that purple hue, indigo, blue. Make sure that you put a powerful shield and program them, your shields. You can do it in layers too. You can do it by elements, whatever you want to do. Make sure you program your shield for you to have positive vibes, positive energy, and inviting energy to positive energies in your aura. Facts. This next one, sage. Now, you can sage your room before you sleep. For some people, such as myself, saging my room before I sleep makes me, it gives me a lot of energy. It gives me a lot of energy because it removes so much negativity from my body. So for everybody, I wouldn't recommend that because it gives you extra energy. Okay. The next step, another tip, study sleep hygiene. Again, what is sleep hygiene? Sleep hygiene is exactly what it sounds like. Making sure that you don't eat a specific amount of time before you go to sleep. Making sure that you don't smoke cigarettes. I think it's about 30 minutes, 2 hours actually. I'm tripping. 2 hours, you should not go to sleep. You should not smoke a cigarette and then go to sleep. There should be a 2 hour gap between you smoking a cigarette and going to sleep. And I know a lot of us, because I do this too, a lot of us, that's that's just mandatory. But it's just not good sleep hygiene. Um, Fun fact of the day. Firemen actually have the worst sleep out of anyone. Okay. And that's another tip. Your job, what you do for money, is actually one of the biggest determiners. It's top three. The biggest determiners of the quality of sleep you have. So make sure that if you're going to start a new career, if you're going to start a new job, make sure that this job is not going to cause you so much stress, depression, anxiety, depression, and obsession that you can't even sleep at night. That is horrible. Relationships, problems with people's children, underlying anxiety problems. career choices and jobs. Okay. And then your underlying anxiety problems and stuff like that is probably it probably comes a lot from your job and what you do to get money, how you survive. You feel me? So nextly, pyramids and obelisks. I sleep with a little soapstone pyramid. It's about this big, and these giant obelisks. I'm not gonna get them, but they're like 2 pounds and they're about this big. Now, of course, we know what they do. We know what pyramid power is. We know that it helps. It does pretty much the same thing that sage, vegetables, and grounding yourself, putting your feet on Mother Earth does. Okay, it produces negative ions and it pushes and converts positive. It pushes away positive ions. Okay, and it produces more negative ions. Okay, so that is definitely something that I would recommend. Now, nextly, if you are not, if you don't practice, if you're not one with the ancient Egyptian or the Kemetic knowledges, then this might not be for you. But what really helps me when I need to sleep is saying the 42 laws of Ma'at. More so, okay, so if you don't know what the 42 laws of Ma'at is, look them up. But when you wake up, you're supposed to say them, recite them. And then if you do any of those things, you're supposed to apologize and say that you are going to do better the next day. So a couple of them are I will follow my inner guidance. I will converse with awareness. I will do good. I will not speak ill of the dead. I will not waste food. I will not waste water. If you wasted water, if you wasted food, and if you spoke ill of the dead, you're supposed to say, I apologize. Or you could just make up your own thing. You can say, I apologize, for speaking ill of the dead. Something, you know what I'm saying? When I do that, it just helps me sleep better. Facts. You can work with sigils, nextly, put them under your pillow, or you can put them on your ceiling. That is, to me, a lot more effective for great sleep and protection. Taping sigils to my ceiling helps substantially. This ceiling is much too high for me to do that. But when I stayed in the Atlanta, ATLENTA, they called me Dr. Drip, Mr. Hat to Match. A. And closes. All right, but anyways, yeah, sigil work is definitely something I would recommend. Putting sigils, affirmations on your ceiling, not just your wall, of course, because the energy is going to your body and you are rising out of your body. All right. So, nextly, a lot of people, especially me, think about a lot of things before we go to sleep while we're laying there waiting on sleep to occur. One of my favorite things to do is it's a challenge for me. Oming it out. Speaking om while you sleep during the process of trying to go to sleep. Do you know what this will do? This is gonna this is gonna stimulate your upper chakras. This is gonna aid and assist you if and when you astral project. This is going to protect you, and this is just it helps with lucid dreaming too. That's a definite. So nextly, this is more this goes back to the realm of sleep hygiene more so. The next three do, actually. So 12, 13, I mean, with them, 13, 14, and 15, the last three are going to be more so sleep hygiene, uncommon information for the people. Don't think about the next day. Don't stress. Make sure that you do not project your energy to the next day. Don't think about, oh my God, I gotta pick up my kids and I gotta do this and I gotta do that. Don't do that, bro. That's not good sleep hygiene. Make sure you are present. Become excited. Have confidence that you're gonna have great dreams. Your ancestors are gonna visit you. You're gonna go to your astral temple. You're gonna say what's up to the homie squad. You're gonna just have a great day and everything's gonna be perfect. I mean, a great dream, a great sleeping experience. Because think about it, bros. You have to sleep for a quarter of your life. I don't sleep for 8 hours. I don't see how anybody could throw away a quarter of their day. for something so silly as sleep. That's stupid. But if that's what you want to, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But think about it, bro. Sleeping is just it's just so important to your mental health, how you digest food, how you interact with people, how you think, how you love. And anybody who knows me, when I might not be sleepy, I might have physically a lot of energy, but when my brain knows, hey man, it's time to sleep, man, I start saying the most ridiculous stuff. I get emotional, all kind of stuff, bro. So make sure that you take care of this because it can either be a problem or it could be an asset. All right, so nextly, fall asleep. Try to go to sleep before you're actually sleepy. A lot of people don't know that you're not supposed to go to sleep and be exhausted while you go to sleep. A lot of people don't know that. You're not supposed to be, if you wake up a specific way, if you're like, wow, I just got some really good, it's not supposed, you're sleeping is supposed to be just like, you just ate a good meal, bro. It's not supposed to be like, wow, oh my God. It's not supposed to be like that, bro. You're supposed to just wake up like, that was cool. It's supposed to be like that, bro. It's just like you're opening a door, closing it, and locking it. You're not supposed to think too much about sleep, bro. It's just like when you urinate. You're not supposed to wait till you're doing the pee pee dance to go take a piss, bro. You're supposed to, when you feel like pissing, go piss. If you feel like eating, eat. You're not supposed to eat when you're hungry. You're supposed to eat before you get hungry, just like you're supposed to sleep before you're sleepy. Don't run it to the ground. Don't do it till the wheels fall off. If you know you're supposed to go to sleep because you've been awake for 18 hours, go to sleep, bro. Like, what are you waiting on? You're gonna wake up the next day. Remember? Okay. So, nextly, this is deep. We're going to this is deep, and I lied. Actually, it's not gonna be 13 steps. It's actually gonna be 15 because I love you and I love to do this. All right. So wake up, ancient comedic secret. Wake up before the sun comes up. Why do you ask? Why are you supposed to wake up before the sun comes up? Because, bro, that's it. Next, now I'm just playing. Why are you supposed to wake up before the sun comes up? Because when the sun goes down, right, your brain is going from serotonin to melatonin. Okay. If you make that transition safely, happily, smoothly, you are supposed to make that transition from melatonin to serotonin safely, happily, and smoothly. Think about this. If you wake up and all the lights are on, that's gonna shock your brain. That's gonna shock your brain. It doesn't do it like you're not gonna go haywire, but at the same time, you don't have any opportunity for your melatonin to be slowly turned off and your serotonin to be slowly turned on. Okay, we are trained in a totally backwards, bro. A lot of people wake up and it's all this music and all the horns, cars, and all the traffic and all of that stuff, and people yelling. And that's not no. You're not. You're supposed to wake up in peace before everybody else that doesn't have any knowledge about life is awake. Okay, you're supposed to wake up while it's quiet. You're supposed to wake up to some positive affirmations, some good smooth Amy Winehouse. Okay, some good sage and Egyptian musk in the air. You're not supposed to wake up with these loud, obnoxious alarms and all these people talking loud and arguing outside in the morning time. Why are you arguing in the morning time? Are you crazy? You're supposed to wake up before the sun comes up because you need a smooth trend. Your brain, you are not your brain, but your brain needs a smooth transition from melatonin state to serotonin state. You can't just wake up and it's all these lights and all this chaos. That's dumb. You're confusing your body and it's going to harm you eventually. I can tell you this. If you do that, you probably add like an extra 10 years to your life. Facts. Wake up wherever you are. Whatever you do, wake up if you can help it. Wake up before the sun comes up. At least 30 minutes. At least 30 minutes. All right. Nextly, Now this one is deep. This one's deep. I'm gonna get you some real knowledge up in your body. Sleep with your arms crossed on your back. Do I do this? No, because I'm not crazy. But what this does is, number one, is some sacred geometry stuff. So you're supposed to sleep with your arms on your back, with your left hand like this, with your right hand like that. And what this does is it activates, it protects, and guess what else does? Guess what else it does? It helps you to preserve your physical youth. When you sleep on your back, it helps you to astral project. It helps you to open your soul. It helps you to smoothly go from one state to the other. It helps you to go from this projection to that projection and come back smoothly. Okay, why do you think they buried in ancient Kemet? Why do you think they buried their pharaohs and their people like this? Because they're supposed to be going from one state to another. Now they put a lot of energy into the body and these corpses and things like that, but at the same time they still understood the sacred geometry and the real science behind sleeping with your like that. Okay, so if you have any problems with your age, or if you're sexy, if you like just like one of my vibes, all my vibes is sexy. But if you're sexy and you are, about to hit that wall, make sure if you really love how you look, just try it one day. Or you can just meditate like that. Just lay on your back, close your eyes and meditate like that. Now you have to separate the fact that this is how people were buried in ancient Kemet, because it's gonna feel weird if you think of it like that. But at least try it. Meditate on your back like that for like 15 minutes and see how you feel. Feel that sacred geometry. Feel the knowledge. Okay. And then lastly, find out, find out which chakra you astral project from, which chakra you dream from, which chakra you leave your body from. Now I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna put you on some JME. A lot of people, most people, 99.0% of people, when they have nightmares, it's because they're astral projecting or lucid dreaming from their root chakra. And we know what that root chakra does. Okay. When you astral project, ideally, you're supposed to astral project from the heart chakra or the crown chakra. Okay. When you astral project when you're sleeping. So if you astral project from your anything lower, if you astral project from your sacral chakra or your root chakra, you're 9 times out of 10, 99.0% chance you're gonna have a nightmare, bro. That's just facts. So find out, do scan yourself, scan, listen to some good meditation music, and or you could just ask your subconscious brain, where do I dream from? Where do I actually project from? Or you can ask each chakra, or you can do a lot of things. But find out where when you dream, what chakra am I coming out of? Because like I said, 99.0% you sleep a lot and you have multiple dreams when you sleep. So your chakras are gonna switch. You're not gonna just be boom, just nightmares for 8 hours. You're going to start your body's gonna adjust to that, and you might your first dream might be a happy dream, and then you go lower and then you come back up. Stuff happens, right? So if you feel like you tend to astral project when you sleep, if you feel like you dream from your solar plexus chakra, I would definitely fix that, because there's not too much that can go. Somebody could get in a fight upstairs, or one of your neighbors could be on some cool stuff and end up putting you in your lower chakras, lower than your sacral chakra, I mean your solar plexus chakra, and just it is what it is. But if you're in your upper chakras, if you're in your heart and upper, it's gonna be a little. You're gonna have more protection against that. All right. So ideally, like I said, heart chakra, crown chakra. So a lot of my people, they tell me I lucid dream, I astral project, I do. That's good, baby. That's because you're astral projecting when you sleep. You're coming from your heart chakra. You're coming from your solar crown. So you know what I'm talking about. So again, let me run down this list. We have number one, get you a glass of water. If you want to, you can affirm that all negativity, all the devils, all the people that don't want to see me winning, free Kodak Black. All that negative energy is going into this cup, and I will flush it down the toilet in the morning, and all the negativity is going to be out of this cup. And when you flush it down the toilet, you can whatever you want to say. Okay, you can visualize the water as black and flush it down the toilet, and it's going to be all good. And then you can put some pink Himalayan salt in it, rinse it out, or rinse it, as my grandma used to say, RIP season Pope, and put some more water in it before you go to sleep. Boom. Next, stones. Anything black, tiger's eye, rose quartz, amethyst, clear quartz. Again, remember, make sure to cleanse these stones every day. You can put some sunlight on it, put some moonlight on it. You can do a lot of things. Make sure you put the paper down with the affirmations, glass of water, put that shit, the stone in there. Boom, cleanse it, take it out in the morning, put it on your pillow, and that's good. All right. And then we have, what else would I say? Affirmations. Make sure to program yourself, make sure to meditate. There's no better intercourse than when you intercourse right after you just meditated and you knew exactly, I'm gonna put her leg up like this, or I'm gonna twist it, turn into a pretzel. That's the same thing sleeping, bro. I always get the best sleep right after I meditate. Facts. Okay. Next, make sure you create these shields. Okay, purple shields, blue pills. Shields. All right. And then study sleep hygiene, bro. Study sleep hygiene and the significance of sleep hygiene. Study why firemen have the worst sleep of any occupation. Think about that, bro. Firemen have worse sleep than police officers, bro. Firemen have worse sleep than judges that sentence people to life. Firemen have worse sleep than surgeons that cut people open and take stuff out and put stuff in. Think about it. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to help you think. I'm trying to help you with this. Okay. Burning sage. Now again, you might just be like me. You might just be a weirdo like me, and sage just might tee you up. I don't know why it does it, but it does it. All right. Next, get you some good pyramids, man. Now you don't have to go crazy on eBay and get you some good organ, or you don't have to get these rose quartz pyramids. You don't have to do that. You could just get some normal. One of these is soapstone. The other one, I don't know what that is, but it helps though. Nextly, 42 laws of Ma'at. Now, I didn't explain what it was to the best of my abilities, but it is what it is. Nextly, put these sigils on your ceiling. All 2000, the rest of 2020, hashtag sigils on the ceiling. We turning up. All right. Nextly, arm it out when you go to sleep. You might just be like me and think about intercourse right before you go to sleep. Think about one of the vibes, man. Don't do that because a lot of this, that's how I get bad dreams, thinking about all these pink tacos. All right. Nextly, don't think about what you're gonna do in the morning, even if you're gonna do something, even if you're gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese and turn up with the gang. Don't think about that. Relax, bruh. You're gonna wake up tomorrow. I promise you. Okay, most of you. Okay, so nextly, do not fall asleep. Don't wait till you're sleepy to fall asleep, bro. Don't be greedy with your day. Because think about it like this. If you fall asleep right now, you could wake up when you want to wake up and you're not going to be all weird. Just think about that. You never knew, like, hey, I just got to go to sleep. I just have to will myself to sleep, or I have to just lay down, close my eyes, turn the lights off. Don't you feel better if you do that as opposed to going to sleep when you're exhausted? Don't you? I do. I don't know about you, but I do. Nextly, wake up before the sun comes up. You are not supposed to be waking up at 11:30 in the afternoon, bro. You are not supposed to be doing that. 9:30 Western time. You're not supposed to do that, bro. You're supposed to wake up at least 30 minutes before the sun comes up. I like to wake up like 2, 3 hours before the sun comes up. Facts. Okay. Now, what is next is, do that ancient Kemetic sleep. Okay, sleep with your arms crossed. What is this going to do? This, most importantly, this is going to preserve your youth, your physical youth, your body. This is going to make you more beautiful. This is going to clear your skin. Why? Because this is an ancient way to sleep, bro. This is some sacred geometry. Just like this, these are your pyramids. This is some that's some good stuff right there. Okay. Lastly, number 15, find out which chakra that you use or that you exit your body with when you sleep. A lot, like I said, if you exit your body from the sacral and the root, 99.09%, you're gonna have a nightmare, bro. So try to focus on which chakra you're going to come out of. If you even do, a lot of people don't leave their body when they sleep. But if you do, try to make sure, or if you're working on astral projection and lucid dreaming, make sure you astral project ideally from the heart chakra and that crown chakra. And if you know what? Video idea, bang. I feel real funny right now. I don't know why, but it's okay. So that's it, guys. This is Aaron Moses. I'm the band. Let me check these comments. I haven't even been looking at the comments at all. Wow, interesting. So that's it, guys. This is Aaron Moses. I'm the band. You're the bang. We're the bang together, man. Life is in the breath. Peace. Back at it again, Aaron Moses. What are you gonna do today, Aaron Moses? Whatever I want. Peace.